Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking a minute to just click on that link and invest in getting to know me a little bit. I'm not new to Grand Oaks High School. You've probably seen me around campus, but I haven't really had a chance to talk to all of you. And so I just wanted to take a second to let you get to know me a little bit. And so maybe there's something about me that you weren't aware of. And sometimes I can be a little bit of a nerd and a little awkward. And just thought I'd take a chance to let you get to know me a little bit so we can kind of find some common ground and enjoy this process of setting you up for what's after high school together. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and put together like a fun presentation with some fun video pictures for you to look at. It's really quick, but just thought it'd be fun to kind of let you get to know me a little bit better. So here we go. All right. Yeah. So presentation mode here. Thank you. Um, Grand Oaks High School has been my home for 2 years now. I'm so glad to be here, and I'm just now starting my journey as the college and career counselor, and I'm very excited about that. Super excited because this is really where my wheelhouse is. I love it. So I do want to say that looks can be deceiving. I know we all have that first impression that we leave with everyone, but things aren't always as they seem. And so I did put a picture of myself from kindergarten on there so you could see where my roots are and where my beginnings are. They're very humble beginnings, and get to know me a little bit of my quirkiness. So, like I said, you've probably seen me on campus. I am very, very, very proud to be a Grizzly. This is my home, and I definitely bleed the blue and orange any chance that I have. So, you'll see me with my spirit wear a lot, and you'll probably recognize a few people in this presentation too. So, of course, I'm blue and orange until it's pink out day. Pink is not only my favorite color, but I do support breast cancer awareness pretty hard. It's pretty prevalent with my friends and my family. So my pink out game is pretty strong. So you'll probably recognize Mr. Flake and Mr. Smith. Those are the Mr. Flake is the band director, and Mr. Smith is the choir director here on campus, and we are good friends, musicians at heart. Gotta take that all the way to the end there. So I'll be a musician till the day I die. I love it. That's my husband and I. We are two peas in a pod, and we are nerds. We do keep each other laughing. It's important to try and keep each other happy and keep a smile on your face. I'm really glad to have him by my side. He keeps me moving. And then, of course, my fur babies there on the right side, that's Dakota, my golden retriever, and Marley, my mixed dog. And then I have two cats, Pounce and Scamper. My husband and I sing in the Houston Show Choir, and he's only been for one season, but I've been for 5 years now. I'm actually the president of Houston Show Choir, and I do some choreography for them. They're kind of my second family, since my family is still up in North Dakota. This is the family that I choose down here in Texas, other than my in-laws, of course. So yeah. We got married in Mexico, and that was the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. It is the most cost efficient and just the best vacation you can take. And I was very grateful that my parents and my in-laws could come, and my sisters, of course. So, I'm pretty sure, as far as my personality is concerned, I'm all over the spectrum. I do love sports, but really my true passions are like nerdy stuff. So like video games, RPG games particularly. I did go watch the Outlaws play in their inaugural weekend last spring. That was fun, really fun event. But I like to play games like Final Fantasy or like Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that. I know I'm a nerd. But on the flip side of that, I do enjoy all of the comics. I'm not either Marvel or DC. I love them both. And I know a lot of like comic lovers aren't really enjoying the movies, but I also love the movies. I think they're great. They're very entertaining. I love them a lot. And then on the other side, I do get told that I look a lot like Elsa, and I will say that I love that compliment. You can give it to me anytime you want, because I love Disney princesses. They're so fun. I have so much fun dressing up and going around and singing to peeps all around town. We do like nursing homes and hospitals and stuff. Not right now because of COVID, but it is lots of fun for me to do there. Yeah, so more baby pictures of me. It's hard to believe this awkward fool is a product of those two amazing human beings, my mom and my dad. They are really big roles in my life. They really guided me a lot. I'm very lucky to have them. So I'm the oldest of three girls, no brothers to speak of that I grew up with. That's my mom there all the way on the right, and then I'm surrounded by my two sisters. And then one quirky thing about my family is we love to ride motorcycles. We all have our motorcycle licenses and we all have my bikes. That's my Honda Shadow 750. I love it to death. I love riding. It stays up in North Dakota, so they can take care of it for me. But every time I go home, I ride it and it's super fun. Basically grew up on the back of my dad's Harley. So yeah. Let's see, education-wise, I graduated from Beulah High School as a junior, a year early. I blame that on the fact that my entire town was as big as Grand Oaks High School student population. There's about 3,000 people in the entire town. So my graduating class had less than 100 and just didn't really have a whole lot of options. So I really wanted to get out there and go to college. So I started at Bismarck State College, where I studied music education and performance. And that's where I decided that I loved performing in theater. And that's me playing Sally Bowles from Cabaret and my best friend Courtney. We're graduating together. After I went to Bismarck State College, I transferred to a four-year university in Minnesota, Bemidji State University, which is also where Miss Dorsey, some of your AP, Miss Dorsey also went to Bemidji. We were there at the same time. That's kind of funny to think about. And that's where I received my bachelor's degree in education. And I did my student teaching here down in Texas, and I decided to stay here. After I was teaching for a little while, I decided, you know what, this is not really what I had pictured for myself, and I wanted to go back to school. I went and got my master's degree in school counseling from Lamar University here in Beaumont, Texas. And these are a couple of pictures of what I used to teach. So I taught choir for grades 4 through 8 in Magnolia. So those are my sixth graders right there at Magnolia. And then I moved to MacArthur High School and was the assistant director at MacArthur High School, where I taught choir, musical theater, piano, and music theory. And I really enjoyed that. So I moved up to counseling while I was at MacArthur, and I stayed there for a couple years. And then I was very fortunate to have been chosen to open up Grand Oaks High School, which is my new home, and I'm loving every second of it. So I put a picture of the new Grand Oaks High School counselors. This is my fabulous team and my new family here at Grand Oaks High School, and I just love it here. And just my parting note that I wanted to let you know is together we got this. You know, I know that it's a little uneasy right now. We're all very anxious because things are in flux. Everything's going virtual. Testing is suspended or optional at some schools, but not all schools. And I just want to let you know that just me and Ms. Aguilar, the college and career counselor, our secretary, we just want you to know we've got you. We've got everything. Got it day by day, taking it day by day, one day at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. We've got time. We're going to be kicking out lots of cool things. Check us out on the new Instagram page. And then we also have Twitter and a Facebook page. So we've got all the things moving forward so we can get you situated and take you one step at a time. So slow down and enjoy this process of discovering what's next in life, and it could change this year. You never know. So thanks for taking a moment to get to know me a little bit better, and I would love to hear from you guys. I'm anxious to get to see you and get to know you a little bit better. So stop by and say hi. Okay, talk to you soon.